Hola, buenos días. How are you? Oh, I was going to talk to you in German right now. I hope you're doing well. Today we have a 30-minute session to prep for next week and also to reflect on this week. Since we only did half the week, probably there's not going to be as much time needed for the reflection as it is going to be possibly next week. I have my timer with me, so we'll be able to see and use it. Hi, Joe. Hey, nice to see you. I got an Aperol already. It's in the evening here. And let's get going. Let's do it. Let's get started. I hope you had a wonderful week. I'm going to be sharing my screen and I will be using this camera up here to share what I'm working on. I'll be sharing a few thoughts before we get started, and then we can already jump into it. So I've listened today to a podcast by Leila Hormozi, which I can highly recommend. It's one of her latest ones. So it's not the very latest, it's I think two below. It's about the productivity. And she was talking about scheduling everything into her calendar, making sure to plan ahead of time, which we are doing. And then what I really liked about it is put it into your calendar. And if you've done it, make it green. If you've not completed it, make it red. So I really like that, and I want to include that for this week. Love that. Cheers. I would have a nice drink if I didn't have already wine plans later. Nice one. Yeah. I actually have visits from family. So today we're having a little bit of a little get together. And but let's get ready for next week because that's going to support us a lot. Okay, so I would say let's give ourselves 10 minutes to reflect on this week's. So we're going to be looking at our top 3 wins of the week. They can be big, they can also be small. Sometimes it can be hard to think of something, but it can also be something small. A lesson that you've learned this week, which action have moved your goal forward the most effectively? Which task felt misaligned or draining? One thing to improve next week, and next week my primary focus will be on. So I would say let's get started. And you can start with whatever question is easiest to get to answer, and then you already get into the momentum, and then you can do the other ones. Okay, how are we doing? This somehow only took 5 minutes. I overestimate how much time it took me. Let me know if you still need more time or if you're also already done with it. If you're not, no pressure. Just want to see if I overestimated the time. Okay, so we might still need a little bit more time. I'm going to open my Google Calendar to see what's already in there for next week. Okay, let me know how you're doing. If you need any more time, we do have 2 more minutes left anyway. Okay, I think we are getting there. Time is up. Hope you're doing well. Then we are going to start prepping for the week. So this sheet here is less about planning hours of the week and planning what you're doing in the week. It's more about strategically thinking, what are you doing for all the 4 important pillars? So we think back to Evelyn's corridor. Where is it? Here, the conversion corridor. We think back, and the essentials of our business that we need to always do. We want to think of what are we doing, what our goals are for leads next week, what our goals are for nurture next week, what our goals are to convert next week, and what our goals are for fulfillment. So we start here, and then we can think throughout the week when we will prep or do things. So I'll give you my example. So my goal here is to publish a new funnel this week. So I, for this goal, will have to do things at different days, right? So I need to make sure that I have for that planned in. Then I want to have 2 YouTube videos next week. So I need to see when I will do it. So maybe on Monday, I want to think of the topics and already like outline or prepare anything that I need to properly be able to film. Then I can see, okay, when will I film it? When will I have it edited or edit it myself, and so on, and when I will upload it. So we put the goal of each of the 4 essentials that we need to do, and then we can like break it down when we will do it. But we will always use a digital calendar as well, or if you have like a different form of calendar, so that we put it in. I prefer to use Google Calendar, and I will put it into my Google Calendar so that I get reminders on my phone as well, because this here is not ideal, and it was never meant to help you plan the times of the week, because we have too many sections for it, right? It's always a strategic place to just figure out, how do I fit in all of those 4s, so none of these 4s is suffering. So I would say, let's give ourselves 10 minutes again, and we'll fill it out. Here we go, 10 minutes. I'll put it here. You'll be able to see it as well. And then let's go. Maybe I'll move it even a little bit more. And then let's write. Hello, Jen. Yeah, it's already evening here, so got the Aperol. Okay, I need to open my calendar. I recommend having your Google Calendar open as well, so that you see where you do things. how did it go for everyone? Time passed very quickly. I'm still thinking how to put this all in my calendar and how to structure it. Is everyone done already, or do you need a little bit more time? It went well. Really good. Very nice. Do you have a good plan for today, for next week? I'm so glad that I've looked at all the things that need to be done, because it makes you realize how well you have to plan your time to make sure to fit it all in. Because sometimes I'm like, yeah, I have these goals, and then they don't seem as much when you just list them down. But when you think about like, well, in order to do this, I need to do this first. And before I can do that, I need to do the other thing first. And then you realize, hold on, actually, it's not that much time. It's a lot. So I have one buffer day, and then the other days I'm planning throughout. And but I'm pretty happy, and I'm so happy that this planner is making me it's forcing me to think of all the 4, because I would always, otherwise I would have just done my coaching calls next week. I have a workshop with my members next week. I would prepare my course, and I would have not thought of the other things at all. And then another week would have passed. I'm like, oh, how strange. My coaching business isn't growing. Well, how strange. Of course it's not. So I think it makes so much sense. Jen is saying, right, I always think I can do more than there's actually time for any given week. Yes. And once you have to think it through, you're like, oh, and you notice that you have less time to like fuck around, right? Like to have on Monday, sometimes I'm like, the first few hours, I'm like, oh, I'm not even sure exactly what I need to do. Let's do this. Let's watch a Hormozi video there. Let's do that. But now that I'm planning everything ahead, I'm like, I gotta start in the morning already. Like there's no time to do like nonsense, like watching YouTube videos that I don't need to watch. That just really distraction. So I'm glad. Well, thank you all for joining. We are exactly at 30 minutes to the dot. So I'm very proud of myself. We got it right in time, no overtime here. And then I would say we will do it again next week. I'll have to confirm at what time I can do it next week, because I have a girls' night next Friday with some of my girlfriends. I will let you know. And if I'm not able to do it, maybe someone else is able to just co-host a co-working session. But I would really like to participate as well, so I might be able to. It might be a little bit earlier, so I'll let you know what will work and when I'll meet them. Thank you so much for joining. Have a beautiful weekend, and let's crush next week. Next week is going to be a banger. Bye.